أهلا بكم مشاهدينا، أنا كلين فرحات أرحب بكم. نتعرف اليوم على مهاجرين عرب اتخذوا من الولايات المتحدة مسكنا لهم. قرار الرحيل من البلد الأم كان الأصعب، وكذلك الظروف التي دفعتهم إلى الغوص في المجهول. واجهوا صعوبات جمة، حالمين بمستقبل أفضل يسعون إلى تحقيقه ليكسروا الصور النمطية عن العرب في الولايات المتحدة، ويكتشفوا في المقابل أن الصور النمطية التي تتناقلها وسائل الإعلام المختلفة عن البلد الذي فتح أبوابه لهم تختلف عما يعيشونه يومياً. صحيح أن الولايات المتحدة تعرف ببلد الفرص، ولكن بثمن. عنوانه العمل، الدؤوب، والجهد.
My story is just one of more than 65 million. Most of these stories will remain untold.
كوني صحفي لجريدة أمريكية معروفة في بغداد، كان عمل فيه كثير من المخاطر اليومية.
I want to make a film documenting our lives as a generation of change and all the challenges and the struggles we're going through.
I considered as I betrayed my country and betrayed my people. I became a target, so I couldn't live anymore in my country.
I would rather to go for the risk of the unknown where I can't see the ceiling and then fight for that.
I became more aware of my difference as an Arab, as a Muslim, as an immigrant, and as a dreamer. You know, watching Hollywood movies and growing up to following the Western mainstream media and film scene made this country seem like it's the dreamland. But when I arrived here, I remember asking my friend when I first arrived, is this America? Like I had an image in my mind, and when I arrived in this country is so tough.
You think it's this bright picture, everyone is happy, everyone's successful, you're gonna have tons of money, lovely bright colors. This is not the true picture. You know, you have to work very hard to succeed.
When you say I started from the bottom, when you come from Gaza, you actually are buried under the bottom and you have to climb to the bottom and then go up. So I was actually more excited for the experience itself. And to be honest, it wasn't really an option, you know, to like fail. But also, I was very excited for the experience and the knowledge I'm going to get, and this is really what defines success.
النظرة هنا اختلفت. أنا لست في ساحة حرب كما كنت في بغداد. أنا الآن في مكان آمن، أعمل في وسط لا يعرف الكثير عن بلدي وعن الحرب. أشعر بأن مهمتي سواء من خلال التدريس أو أكثر حتى من خلال الكتابة أن أعطي معلومات أكثر مما هي موجودة في المينستريم وفي الصحافة المقروءة والتلفزيونية في أمريكا. أعطي وجهة نظر أو معلومات من شخص عايش الحرب، ابن البلد التي عانت من الحرب. أعتقد أن فيها قدر أكبر من المصداقية والعمق.
It's fascinating for me as a tour guide to tell people about others, humans who've been left behind in nowhere, and they are no one sometimes. Yeah, literally no one, and they just need someone to. It's just fascinating when you put voices and faces on these stories, and people, they have this emotion, and I think once I will have this reaction, I think I rose that awareness inside of me. I was a refugee and I was a physician at the same time. I treated people who are seeking a refuge while I was at the same time I was seeking for the same thing. So I had people who are coming asking me for help, which I'm already asking for the same help. You have to challenge yourself, you have to challenge your skills. You have to think differently, you have to shift yourself above all of this and be the healer. Even living in different countries, like living in different countries, it was not the best situation. You always, whether going, you are conscious that you are not from this country because whether you'll be questioned because you speak in different dialects, or you have to prove your legal status all the time.
So for a Palestinian, the sense of belonging is not related to passports and is not related to citizenships, you know, and green cards and things like that. It is related to where you are and how are you contributing to, you know, your current community, to your current society, where you chose to, you know, contribute, and you know, what are the communities and the causes you chose to connect to, and this really defines, you know, who I am and what I belong to. Right now, my current present is composed of the past, present, and the future, but I don't really live in my past for too long. You know, I'm really focused on my present and my future. This is really what occupies my present the most. But of course it makes you nostalgic, absolutely, because you always think about what you have left behind, the connections you made over there, your family, the life you were living. I mean, you think about these things at moments of uncertainty. And it is grounding indeed, you know, but it's also the motive to keep pushing for the future and really unravel the unexpected, unravel the unknown, basically.
Sometimes I miss my old self, the person who just arrived to the US, right? Because I came as a certain person, and with time, you change. Life changes you. And all the hardships you go through, they leave like scars on your body and your soul. And you change. And people around you will realize this change. But sometimes I was afraid I become forgotten. Like, my friends in Egypt forget about me. And it was a great fear. That's why I always have been trying to be in touch with them. Like, I still exist. I'm still here, I'm your friend. I didn't change, but I was changing. When you leave a void, a gap, right? And this gap has to be filled. With you, without you, it has to be filled.
I suffered a lot here to get in this position right now. It's different culture, different people, different perspective. Even when I talk, they will translate how you're talking differently. So success is, it's not easy to have it. Crawl, walk, and run. That's how the success is. Became an absolutely different person, believe it or not. I became first G, not Ghazwan or Tax. I became a very strong person. I was very weak. I became a very confident person. I was not confident with myself and my talent. So yeah, I became a total brand new one.
الحياة اللي بدأتها في أمريكا حياة جديدة، ولكن فيها الكثير من الماضي في نفس الوقت. أحاول أحياناً أن أنسى حتى أستطيع أن أبدأ. ربما نفسياً هذا شيء مفيد حتى ننسى الإحباطات والفشل وآلام الماضي، ولكن في نفس الوقت هي حاضرة، يعني الماضي حاضر دائماً في الذاكرة. نحاول أن ننساه ولكنه يعني يطفو على السطح بين فترة وأخرى. تركت الكثير ورائي في العراق، تركت ذكريات، تركت أحلام، أصدقاء، عائلة، وأتيت إلى أمريكا لأبدأ صفحة جديدة، ولكن ليست جديدة بالكامل، فيها الكثير مما حملته معي. ما تركته كثير، ولكن ما حصلت عليه هنا أيضا كثير. النجاح يعطيك حالة من الإدمان على ترقب الفرص القادمة. أنا دائما في حالة انتظار أو محاولة إيجاد فرصة لأتطور أكثر. بعد ذلك ماذا سأفعل؟
بعد الفاصل، مهاجرون عرب أمام امتحان العيش في الولايات المتحدة.